something called 7-up sentences. 7-up sentences. Show me thumbs up if you've ever heard of that 7-up sentences. Thumbs down if you have not heard of it. So let's see. All right, looks like we're in good shape. If you have, it looks like maybe 1 or 2 have heard of it, and that is fine. So this is great practice, but if you haven't, this is something new. I am very excited to teach you about it. I need the number 1 person at every group to come get one of these envelopes and bring it back to your seat. You are the number 1 person. Right. Person with the envelope. Person holding the bright yellow envelope. I want you to carefully open it up, and you're going to find 4 cards inside. Pull out those 4 cards. Person holding the envelope. Pull out your 4 cards. You can rip it open. That's fine. Hey, could I please get the person with those 4 cards? Pass 1 out, so every member of your team has 1 card. Please pass those out. Everybody in your groups, you are going to look at your sentences, read them to yourself quietly, and count the words. Okay, put the number of words in your sentence up on your hand. Like if it has 4, put up a 4. If it has 3, put up a 3. What we're going to learn today is to write sentences using at least 7 words or more. Because sometimes it seems like it's really easy and fast and a big time savings to write just a really fast sentence. But then when you reread it later, you think, is that really the best sentence I could have written? Is that really the best description I could have used? So we're going to practice using what I like to call 7-up sentences, learning how to write longer, more descriptive sentences. We have a question that writing really long sentences is a bad thing. The answer to that is yes and no. If you just make it long for the sake of making it long and just keep adding words and words and words, then it is long, and it's called a run-on sentence, and that's kind of like a bunch of sentences jammed together that doesn't really make a lot of sense or flow. Or if you just add about 10 adjectives to describe something, that doesn't really make it better, it just makes it longer. So like if you said, I went to the fun, interesting, exciting, cool, awesome, super movies. That's really just kind of a whole string of adjectives describing movies. So I would choose really one good effective one and use that. So if we just tack on tons of words, right, it doesn't really make it better. Or if we say, I went to the movies, and I got popcorn, and my brother sat next to me, and I saw my friend in the lobby, and my mom saw a movie too, and I couldn't wait to come home, and the movie was really funny, then it's just a giant run-on sentence that could be broken into several sentences. So that is a good point. It's not just the longest sentence is the best sentence, definitely, but I do want us to enhance writing our sentences. I've noticed here and there sometimes sentences seem a little short. I know you guys are great writers, so we're going to practice just writing more descriptive sentences. My sentence says, I surfed in the waves. I surfed in the waves. Who can give me a good 7-up sentence?
I'm surfing in the waves in Hawaii. I went to California and my mom and I surfed in the big waves.
Let's try another one. The cocoa was delicious. The cocoa was delicious. I want everyone to think for 1 minute. Hold on. Thinking, thinking, thinking.
The cocoa was creamy, delicious, and piping hot. My first sip of the steaming hot cocoa was amazing. The mug of hot, creamy cocoa was just what I needed after playing in the snow.
Let's go on to one more. This very basic, it's only 4 words, very small, is I cut my finger. I cut my finger.
When I cut my finger, it started oozing blood. Cutting my finger on a hook was a very painful experience.
We are going to start with the number 4 in your group. Number 4 in their group, hold up your card. Everybody has a card that looks about like this. It's got a real short little sentence on it that is under 7 words. You are going to work with your group writing a 7-up sentence. And what you're going to do is the person with the iPad, you have 2 people at your group with iPads, you're going to work together so that each iPad has a different 7-up sentence, okay, for the same little sentence. So for example, for I cut my finger, One might say, I cut my finger with a knife and the pain was absolutely unbearable. And the other 7-Up sentence might say, when I was in the woods in Nevada, I accidentally cut my finger and it hurt so much I didn't even know what to do. Okay, so you're going to work on 2 different 7-Up sentences. We're going to work a little writing on paper this time. I would like you to look through all these different little short sentences I passed you. Independently, you are going to pick 5 sentences that you're going to rewrite from little sentences into 7-Up sentences. I don't want you to use sentences you already used. So if you happen to see one that you already used, for example, if you see the baby slept and you already used that one, choose a different one. Choose 5 that you have not worked on already. On the paper, you need to put your name at the top. You're going to number your sentences, and you need to turn each one into a 7-Up sentence. Why do we call them 7-Up sentences? I want you to remember. Oh. Why do we call them 7-Up sentences?
Because they have
7 words or what? Or not or more, 7 or up. Right, that's why we call them 7-Up sentences. They have 7 words or up.
I'm going to get the humongous.
What about 7-Ups? And 7-Ups are like sentences with 7 words and up. That's why they're called 7-Ups.
A 7-Up sentence is a sentence that has 7 words or up.
7-Up sentence is a sentence that has 7 words or more.
I think 7-Up sentences make me a better writer.
I think it makes me a better writer.
7-Up sentences are sentences that have lots of describing words, and you shouldn't put too much describing words or else it'll become a run-up sentence.
The best part of 7-Up sentences were that I got to drink 7-Up soda.
I like writing 7-Up sentences because it improves on my writing.
7-Up sentences make me smarter because it enhances my learning.
So after we were done, we got 7-Ups and we all happily drank.
We